afternoon, everyone. Love without comparison. Today, we are talking about something quiet but heavy. Comparison. Not in a judgment way, but in a healing way. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry about the delay in our Hygge life. And I will be explaining that here shortly. Yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment, and I get a shot once a year in my bursa. I have a lot of trouble in my right hip and my bursa area, and about once a year they give me a huge shot, and I keep forgetting about the after effects. So I needed the morning to get it together and get over the effects of the shot, and now I am 100% okay. And it's nice not to have pain in the right hip. So I'm really glad about that. So I apologize once again for bringing Hygge Life to the afternoon. We usually do it at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. But that's part of rolling with the Hygge Gentle punches. Yes, when things change on us, we have to roll with those punches and do it gently. So here I am this afternoon. Now, I have something I'm going to read to you guys, and I think you are going to really enjoy it. Now, I know Mimi said she won't be able to stay very long because she does have a workshop she attends in the afternoon, so we will be glad to have her for a little while. Good afternoon, Miss Paula, Valerie, Deidre. Good afternoon, everyone. This is a gentle reading, Love Without Comparison. Love is not one shape. Some love is loud and expressive. Some love is quiet and steady. Some love looks like checking in. And some love looks like giving space. Some love looks like routine, safety, and showing up the same way every day. Hygge Love reminds us, you don't have to love like anyone else. You only have to love in ways that are honest, safe, and gentle. How awesome is that saying? That is an awesome reading. I really love the way it tells us about the different loves that are out there. It's okay to be loud and expressive. It's okay to be gentle and soft. It's okay to be you. And that is our topic. Now, I did my color pages. Hello, Golden Eye. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in to our Hygge Life afternoon. Thank you so much. Stay a while. Have a seat and stay a while. You will love what we're talking about. Thank you so much. I got my color page done. In fact, I did 2 of them from last week. Last week's Hygge. Hello, Valerie. Welcome, welcome in. Thank you for coming in to Hygge Life. And like I said, I apologize for missing the morning, but I am here now. Welcome, welcome. I did 2 of my 3 color pages. Loves gently, loving gently starts with choosing kindness. It is so easy to be kind to people. And I also did the living room. Hello, Paula. There she is. I knew she would find me on. Welcome. We have a new visitor, Goldeneye, and I thanked him for coming in and being with us. Yes, so I did 2 of the 3. I didn't get the 3rd one done. I had a busy day yesterday and the day before. I had a lot of work to get done and was talking to a couple of publishers. So I didn't have time to do the 3rd, but I sure got the 2 done and I love them. And I have to chuckle, you guys. Wait until you read this. I was getting this open for tonight, this afternoon, and I had to laugh because look at here. On the kit, if you requested week 2 of the Hygge Life Loving Gently, you got these 4 questions for your journal. On the 4th question, it says, how do you show gentleness toward yourself on days when energy is low? And look what I wrote in here, y'all. I take the time to put things in another time frame. I step back and read my reflections or sit and have a cup of tea to slowly bring my energy back up. How awesome does that fit with what happened this morning? Oh my goodness. Yes, that was awesome. And these were the 4 questions. And I'm running out of paper, so I just set them inside the book because I am definitely running out of. I have to go get some more of these sleeves. Hello, Mimi. Yes, I definitely have to get some more of these sleeves. I am running out. But this week is week 3. Connection without comparison. Everyone's love looks different. This week honors belonging without comparison. And I do give you some reflection prompts. Where do I compare my life or love to others? What kind of connection feels nourishing? What does belonging mean to me right now? And I'm going to show you your reflection cards for this week. And I have them right here. So you will get these by email. If you want to become part of Hygge Life Journaling, email me at TZEDstyle@gmail.com and put in the subject line Hygge Life, and I will know to send you your kits. All right, here is your reflection cards for today. Belonging without performance. Where do you feel you must measure up to belong? And what would belonging look like if it were unconditional? Gentle prompt. Real connection invites you to rest, not compete. Real connection invites you to rest, not compete. All right. And the second one, gentle prompt. You are not late. You are living. How awesome does that fit in with what happened to me this morning by postponing the Hygge Life till this afternoon? Gentle prompt. You are not late. You are living. All right. Connection can be quiet. Where in your life do you feel safe to be fully yourself without performing, competing, or proving? Connection grows best where you are allowed to arrive exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. And your fourth one you will receive is connection without losing yourself. What part of your life feels behind, and how might it feel to release comparison from that space? You are not late. You are living. How awesome is that? And there are your 4 gentle prompts for today. And I do have some things we are going to go over today. I'm going to just crisscross this. Let me get my wonderful pen. And I love what this pen says. Never underestimate the difference you make and the lives you touch. Never underestimate the difference you make and the lives you have touched. How awesome is that? Loving gently and love without comparison. There is a quiet freedom in realizing that your life does not need to look like anyone else's. How awesome is that? Your life does not need to look like anyone else's. Hygge living reminds us that warmth is not earned through performance. It is created through presence. Comparison asks, am I enough compared to them? And Hygge asks, do I feel safe, steady, and true in this moment? You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to choose peace over proving. And you are allowed to live a life that is soft, meaningful, and real. So today, choose one small moment where you belong fully to your own life. And that is enough. That is also loving gently without comparison. How awesome is that, you all? And I have your affirmation and reflection cards today. Yes, you are getting this paper of dual affirmations. You will still get your 4 cards here, but you are also going to get 2 affirmations and 2 reflections just like this. My life is not a race, it is a rhythm. Where do I feel pressure to measure up? What would happen if I released that today? So release the pressure to measure up. Just be you. Affirmation, I can admire others without abandoning myself. Reflection, what makes my path uniquely mine that cannot be compared? What makes my path uniquely mine that cannot be compared? So what Hygge is teaching us, love without comparison, is be proud of your life. Be proud of your pace. Be proud of who you are. Don't compare yourself to others and try to measure up to someone else, because you don't have to do that. So this will be also part of your week 3 Valentine Hygge Life journaling, and I'll put that, oh, it's stuck to the bottom. There we go. Let me put it back under there. So you are going to get 8 versus the original 4. And I really love what we're going to go over today, you guys, because I I want everyone in the chat. If you are not in the chat during the live, please put it in the comments. Number one, where you are watching from. And number two, and here's the question. I want you all to put or name one thing you are proud of in your life this week. One thing you are proud of in your life this week. Put it in the chat or in the comments. I would appreciate that because that'll give me a good idea that you are proud of yourself. So give me one thing that you are proud of this week for yourself. Oh, Paula, good one. Having friends. It is imperative, important to have friends. Friends that make you feel safe, comfortable, and true. And that is awesome to see her put that in the chat. Name one thing you are proud of this week. How awesome is that? It's so awesome to have friends that make you feel that comfortability and trust. Okay, Valerie, just change your wording. Change your wording a little bit, honey. Let me help her out a bit. Just put painting reborns. Put painting reborns. I have word security, and it's how you worded it, honey. Normally that would be okay, but just put painting reborns. There you go. There you go. Okay, sometimes it's in the wording. All right, Valerie is proud of painting her reborns. How awesome. Okay. All right. Yes, my moderators are told there are certain words that are taken out, so I just had her change it slightly. That's what she's proud of, and we are proud of her. All right. So in the comment, if you are not in our live today, put it in the comments. One thing in your life you are proud of this week. And the other one is, what is one routine that you do that keeps you grounded? Now, many of you know what keeps me grounded is my reflections, my affirmations, my journaling. So tell me in the chat or in the comments, what is a routine that keeps you grounded? Something you do that keeps you grounded in your life and relates to Hygge life. So, right, and if you want to be a part of Hygge life journaling, then please email me at TZEDstyle@gmail.com and request this month's Valentine Hygge Life packet for your journal. You can always do the other weeks. Getting up, saying my prayers in the morning, taking my meds, and talking to my friends, and saying her prayers at night. Very good. That is very good grounding, Paula. I love to hear that. That's right. Good grounding. All right. And the third one, and this will come later on. Let's go through this before you answer this last question. One thing you are learning to release comparison about. So you can either take it from today's Hygge Life hour, or you can think back on the other Tuesdays and doing your chores at home. Very good. That keeps her grounded. Valerie feels doing her chores keeps her grounded. Very good. One thing you are learning to release comparison about. So you can go ahead and answer that after we do some of the questions here, or you can do it in the comments later. Everyone's love looks different because love is shaped by personality. So if you hear someone say, I don't think that person loves me or likes me because, don't do that. Don't do that. Because everyone's love is shaped by personality, by history, by needs, culture, and life's seasons. There isn't one correct way to express of love, only authentic ones. And I hope you understand what that means. There isn't one correct way to express your love, only authentic ones. So when someone's love is different than this person is different than that person, if it is authentic, you will know. But if it is fake, you will also know, because you can't hide fake. So remember that, only authentic ones, only authentic. Learning to love myself. Yes, very good. Yes, loving ourselves first helps us to express our love, true, authentic love to others. If we don't love ourselves, we cannot give authentic love to others. Love by personality. Let's talk about that. Some people show love through words, encouragement, affirmations, actions, helping doing tasks for someone, presence, just sitting quietly together. Just like your presence here with me, you love by your presence. That is loving by your presence. You're sitting here with me in the Hygge hour. So your presence is showing care and love. Gifts or thoughtful gestures. Some people show love by giving gifts or thoughtful gestures. And physical closeness or comfort. Now, I'm a hugger. I love to hug my friends. When they're sad, I will hug them. When I see them, I hug them. I express my love for them by a hug. Good afternoon, it's good to see you, and I give them a hug. That is, through personality, the physical closeness of showing love. None, now listen close, none of the above is more loving than the other. Just different languages. Love is shown by personality and many different languages, words, actions, presence, gifts or thoughtful gestures, and physical closeness or comfort. When a friend is down and you put your arm around them and hug them, you are giving them the physical closeness and comfort. Keep my friend in prayers. His surgery got changed to this Thursday. Oh no. Oh, we sure will, Miss Valerie. Yes, we will keep him in our prayers, most definitely. So if he would have taken his medicine, he would have had complications. Oh my goodness. Well, he is definitely on the prayer list. Okay, let's move to number 2 today. Love by experience. Love by experience. Past experiences shape how safe someone feels. Think about that. Past experiences shape how someone feels. Someone who felt unseen may love by showing up consistently. Someone who felt unseen may love by showing up consistently. Someone who lost stability may love by creating routines and safety. Someone who lacked gentleness may love by protecting softness. And you can see with Hygge Life how love by life experiences can shape how safe someone feels. If someone has constantly felt unseen, they may love by showing up consistently. Someone who lost stability may love by creating routines and safety. And someone who lacked gentleness may love by protecting softness. And that's sad. I would hate to see anybody that that life experiences, but it does happen, and this is where Hygge Life comes in to help you learn to overcome those love by experience, especially on the negative side. Love by season of life, and it's very Hygge aligned, y'all. Love changes depending on capacity. Love changes depending on capacity. In busy seasons, love may look like practical help. In grief or healing, love may look like quiet presence. In growth seasons, love may look like encouragement and space. Hygge Love especially values warmth, safety, no pressure, and of course, emotional rest. Let yourself have that emotional rest. Don't feel pressured to compare yourself to being like someone else. And then number 4, love by boundaries. Love by boundaries. Healthy love can look like saying no, taking space, not fixing everything, and letting someone feel their feelings safely. And that's where Hygge Life comes in. If a friend is down about their feelings, a friend is sick, let them have it by giving them the space and the quiet emotional presence so they can have their feelings safely. That's what you want to do. Hygge Loving Gently lens. In TZED style world, loving gently often looks like steady, not loud, safe, but not demanding, warm, but not overwhelming, and present, not performative. Not expecting to perform. So, the bottom line is, oh, by the way, Paula, I did invite John over today. I did. I invited him over to our Hygge. I knew you were going to be here, so I invited John over to our Hygge Life. I sure did. So the simple truth is, love is not one shape. It's a feeling of you are safe to be you right here, right now. Love is not one shape. It's a feeling of you are safe to be you here. That means right here, right now, you are safe. Now, in the chat, one thing you are learning to release comparison about. One thing you are learning to release comparison about. Now, you can either put it in the chat or you can put it in the comments. If you are not in our live, you can put it in the comments afterwards. One thing you are learning to release comparison. Work very hard at not comparing yourself to others. You are special just the way you are. You are you. I watch a lot of channels that they do snow camping and they travel around the world. I admire them. I admire the fact that they have a large channel. I admire the fact that they can travel the world. Happy for them. But I do not compare my life to what they can do. I'm happy for them. I admire them. But I love my life just the way it is. And I love watching their life for just the way they are. Not comparing myself to someone else. That's right. Staying who you are. And I have taught this from the day of my channel's inception. I have taught to be true to yourself. Love who you are. Be happy with your life. And it's okay to admire others. It's okay to enjoy others. But don't compare your life to theirs. Okay, y'all, I am going to show you what this week's journal is going to include. All right, and I love the simple truth that I wrote. I made sure it was on a paper on its own. Are you leaving, hon?
I'm going back to work.
All right. Love ya. Have a safe afternoon. Be positive. Call me later.
Will do.
Love ya.
Love you, sweetie.
All right. And you will get this paper right here. And I made sure that it is written all by itself. Simple truth. Love is not one shape. It's a feeling of you are safe to be you here. And then you will get the 2 affirmations and the 2 reflections on this paper. You can cut them out if you want. And you will also get these 4, week 3, connecting without losing yourself, and you are not late, you are living. So if ever something has to be put on hold, do not beat yourself up about it. It is living. You are not late, you are living. And also, you will get your reflection, love without comparison, your Hygge thought, love and worth are not competitions. Love and worth are not competitions. They are experiences lived quietly, daily, in your own timing. And then I have some reflection prompts here for you. When do I notice myself comparing the most? What parts of my life feel safe, warm, and steady right now? What is something I offer others that cannot be measured or compared? Where can I choose gentleness over pressure? And then I have some gentle grounding. Complete the sentence. Today I'm allowed to be someone who. I am learning that my life does not have to look like blank. I am proud that I blank even when it is hard. So be honest and true to yourself when you're answering your journal pages. And when you reflect on your journal, it will give you the answers you seek. And then small Hygge reset. Circle 1, rest, warm drink, cozy space, text someone safe, or journal for 5 minutes. And that is your reflection journal page. And I also have for your journal, Hygge Life, Calm Love, No Pressure. Hygge Loving Gently, reflection theme. Now, this is your reflection theme. So if you do picture journaling also, as well as your Hygge Life journal, you can use the reflection theme for your picture journaling. How everyone's love looks different. Love is not one shape. Some love is loud and expressive. Some love is quiet and steady. Some love looks like checking in. Some love looks like giving space. Some looks like routine, safety, and showing up the same way every day. Hygge Love reminds us you don't have to love like anyone else. You only have to love in ways that are honest, safe, and gentle. And then I have some questions for, so you can fill out these questions. Be true to yourself, be honest, and answer them with total. Hello, Ashley. We have, oh, it's too bad you're coming in late, girlie. I know I had to change. I had to change the time. But rewatch it from the beginning. You will really enjoy the Hygge, and I used your picture in today's Love Without Comparison. You and I are sitting there having some Valentine cookies, just sharing the space. So answer the questions. When do I feel love most? How do I naturally show love to others? And what kind of love feels safe and calm to me right now? And then the second page is number 4. What pressure can I release about how love should look? And what it means is, thank you, honey. What it means is if you see someone else's channel and you feel pressured to look like that, no. Tell yourself how you can release how love should look. Release that pressure so you can be who you are. And then I have some gentle affirmations. I'm allowed to love gently, and I'm allowed to receive love in ways that feel safe to me. And here is an optional reflection that I put in. And the reason I put this in is that a couple of my friends have lost a dear one. So I did put in an optional reflection, grief aware. If love feels complicated right now, you can write here. So you have a place to write your grief in your journal. And so you will get that. And I made 2 color pages for today's Hygge Life. This one is the same one you see up here in the picture frame. Love Without Comparison. And that is myself, my Barbie character, and Queen Bee's Babies and Stuff, her character, her Barbie character, and we are having a Hygge style coffee and cookies. Love without comparison. And the second one is Miss Paula, Grandma Paula K. And her and I are sharing a hygge moment by the fireplace. Dream, love, loves on her shirt. And I have hugs and kisses on mine. Two beautiful Barbie character pages for you to color. I need that. Oh, yes. Life is hard, but if we move about it with love and gentleness, we can get through anything. Thank you, Queen Bee. You are going to love these color pages, and I can't wait to do mine. I am going to love coloring these, and I'm not even going to look at that picture because I like to color what I want to color. So that is week 3, connection without comparison. And I just love this. And don't forget about your 3 questions on when you get week 3. These 3 questions need to be answered also, y'all. So don't forget about those. Thank you. You're welcome, Paula. Yes, I'm going to try to use... Whoops, I hit my camera. I'm going to try to use our Barbie characters in all the Hygge Life color pages. I just think they turn out so wonderful. And you guys saw mine. So let's do a quick review. Let's do 2 color pages. Your question journal, Hygge Life, calm love, no pressure questions. Your reflection journal page, fill in the sentences, circle, and your reflection prompts. And your 4, connection can be quiet, connection without losing yourself, gentle prompt, and then you also get belonging without performance. And of course, the 4 here, 2 affirmations and 2 reflections in your journal kit. And of course, the simple truth right here for your journal on its own. Simple truth. Love is not one shape. It's a feeling of you are safe to be you here. You are safe to be you here. And that is your week 3 journal packet. And I did show you guys the 2 I got done. I did by the fireplace, the living room with the Hygge journal, and I also did Loves Gently. Loving gently starts with choosing kindness. It is so easy to be kind, y'all. Just a kind word. You never know how you are going to affect someone's life by showing kindness. How about reclaiming peace after a falling out with a friend? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Now, remember, we did go through that. Hold on. It was either in Hygge or in our journaling. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, Ashley. I know we went through that. Paula, do you remember when we did the journal page for... Oh, I know where I did it. I did it in the Valentines. Go to the Valentine party, the second one. Valentine Party 2, I did a whole story on falling out with a friend. It was in the Valentine's party number 2. Let me see if I can find what it looks like for you. Yeah, it's the Valentine's party. I did a whole story and I did a Barbie picture of the two friends sitting and having coffee in a cafe. And that will help you tremendously, Ashley. Just listen to the story I read and look at the picture as you're listening to the story. And I can tell you, it will help you figure it out. Yes, and let me know, okay? I would really like to know how it helped you, Ashley. Once you watch it and listen to the story, I would appreciate that. And I have to laugh because when I filled out my week 2 questions, what does loving gently look like for you in your everyday life? Well, when I got to question 4, here, this one. How do you show gentleness towards yourself on days when energy is low? How that fit into this morning, you guys. I had written, I take the time to put things in another time frame. I step back and read my reflections or sit and have a cup of tea to slowly bring my energy back up. How that fit in with today, having to postpone the Hygge Life until 1 this afternoon. It just fit perfectly. Okay, great. I will get that out today. I have time today. The rest of my week is going to be a little busy, but so I'm going to get the Hygge journals immediately out, you guys, today, so that I don't have to worry when I get real busy. So this goes right here, and I do need to run to the store and get some more of these inserts here. I have very little inserts left. Let's put this back. Now, next week, we will be doing week 4 of Valentine's Hygge Life. And that will be on Tuesday at 11. But never, ever be upset about change, guys. Life brings changes every day. Things unforeseen happen. Don't beat yourself up over it. Be true to yourself. Answer your questions in your Hygge journal honestly, and you can reflect back on that and know you are in a safe, happy environment. All right, y'all. I do have, and this is a maybe, and I have something to share this afternoon. It's probably going to be around maybe 3 o'clock, and I might be on for about 45 minutes. I've got to share something while I have a little time today, and I hope you can all tune into that because you are going to love it. Until then, let's see, my therapist. Oh, there, see, her therapy session was canceled. So she can relate to change, accept change with a open heart and a smile. Getting upset and crying or being mad about having to have something change or beating yourself up. Did I feel a little sad that I had to change this morning? Of course. I like to keep my schedule, so I'm going to feel a little bit sad, but it's not going to mold me. It's not going to mess up the rest of my day because I had to change. It's something I can adjust to very quickly. All right, you guys, stay tuned, be happy, and always keep your positivity.